it's definitely going to be a change.
Yeah. No.
I'm kind of, I might have popcorn. I don't know.
I know that you and Lala had some ups and downs last season. I mean, where do the two of you stand in your friendship today?
Lala and I are in a really great place right now, and I hope it continues that way. I hope we get closer to each other, and I hope that our friendship continues to grow. I think that, sometimes we would hear one of us would say something that we would hear about like through the grapevine, at least for me. And we would both do this, like instead of just hitting each other up immediately to talk about it, it festers and it creates like a worse issue. And then when we see each other, it's like tensions are really high. So I'm very excited for where our friendship is headed.
Good. And is she in a good headspace? Obviously, everything that went down with Randall was, surprising to a lot of people, including her. I mean, is she in a much better place now that we're a few months out from that?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, Lala is the kind of person I think who will always land on her 2 feet. And she has a really great support system. Her mom and her brother are really amazing, and they're there for her and Ocean. And I just think that she's grown a lot from that situation. And I really think that, heaven help whoever comes in to date her next, because they better be good. They better be solid.
Definitely. How is James doing? I know he's in a new relationship as well. Do you guys get to spend a lot of time together when cameras aren't rolling?
Yeah, I mean, we were at the MTV Movie and TV Awards together, which was super fun. I think that, it's a very different scenario. and his new girlfriend is lovely. She's very sweet, and I have enjoyed our conversations. But it's gonna be it's just gonna be very interesting just to see where everybody is. We haven't all really been in one room together in a while. There's been like combinations here and there, and someone has a birthday or something like that, but it's definitely gonna be a change.
Yeah. No.
I'm kind of, I might have popcorn. I don't know.
Seriously. So congratulations on the podcast. So exciting. Why was now the perfect time to launch Earth to Ariana?
Well, it's been something that I've been working on for a long time now. I was inspired during our book tour for Fancy AF Cocktails, and then during the pandemic, just this desire to connect with people that I know personally, people that I'm a huge fan of that I don't know personally, and then people who might consider themselves a fan maybe of me, who getting to meet those people out on my book tour, I was just like, I'm fascinated by everyone. I don't know why there's this divide between, maybe me and them. Like, it just shouldn't be that way. So I just, I just fall in love with people when I meet them. And so I want to talk to everyone.
I love that. And I love that this is like a comfy, laid back atmosphere too. You encourage everybody, throw on some pajamas, we're going to have a drink, and we're going to get down to the nitty gritty. Do you feel like when people are more comfortable and like in their own element, they're more likely to open up about themselves, and you're going to get those hard to talk about conversations?
Yeah. I think whenever we all feel safe, we feel comfortable talking about how we really feel. And, as I am a Cancer, so I do kind of have this like, hard outer shell sometimes, but I'm like very soft inside and very sensitive. And when I feel comfortable with people, that's when I feel like I can truly be myself. And I want everyone to feel comfortable with me talking on the podcast as well.
Yeah. So what kind of topics are you going to be talking about with people? I know you launched a few episodes already, but what are those tough questions that you are hoping to ask? And what are those conversations that you want to have?
Well, it depends on the person for sure. It depends on who that person is and, what necessarily like maybe the field that they're in. Like, for example, my friend Olivia, who was on our most recent episode, she is like the queen of all things cannabis. And I'm always so fascinated by how she has started her business really from the ground up and what it's like being a woman in a very male-dominated field. I also find that I want to know what people are fans of, because a lot of times we are all, even someone like, let's say someone I really admire, someone like Lizzo, you know, I know that she has like those secret at home things that she fans out, nerds out over. And I always find that so interesting. And so I always kind of want to know that about everybody, because I think that that's something that connects us all.
Yeah. What are some of those things about you that you kind of nerd out about at home?
Well, I'm like obsessed with pimple patches. And that's gross, but I like gross stuff like that. Like I love like a pimple patch that really kind of like brings things to the surface. And I'm also a fan of, you know, I was in high school, graduated high school in 2003. So I find that I and a lot of other people my age are fans of, you know, kind of these long forgotten, you know, boy bands or pop artists or TV shows that now when you look back on it, you're like, oh my God, like really? Like, for example, I'm a huge Hanson fan, and still to this day, like I refuse to feel ashamed about being a Hanson fan. So I just find that we all have those things.
Oh, totally. I'm going to see the Backstreet Boys this summer, so I totally understand. I totally get it.
I want to go so bad. I'm like so